Here's how to make any shape fit any other shape. That didn't make much sense, so here's an example. If we want this character to stand on this cardboard box instead of the grass block, this is what we'll do. First of all, remove the background. This one's quite obvious. For this, I'll just use the lasso tool because, well, it's a crate, so it's quite easy to remove. And there's a bit of shadow on the bottom, so the magic wand tool wouldn't work as well. I'm just gonna copy this onto a new layer and convert this to a smart object. Now let's move the box over there, like basically where it should be. Now you can see that the perspective on this is very different. So what we're gonna do now is decrease the opacity a bit, and then we'll go to Edit, Perspective Warp. Now we're gonna drag a rectangle and adjust the edges to fit the box, like so. I'll try to make this like almost pixel perfect. And then we need the second wall, which we're gonna draw over here. Just have them connect like so. This was automatically clipped together, so we only have to worry about the other two sides. I personally haven't used this before, but I want to try out what happens if we also add a third one. So we will just do this. Oops, that should be good. I'm now gonna click on this warp thing over here. And now it's gonna get tricky. It's gonna get tricky. So we kind of have to imagine where the block would end because it's not fully in the picture. But you know, we'll make it work. You basically just try to match the edges of the block with the edges of the box. The closer you get, the better it's gonna be. I'm gonna decrease the opacity even more, because honestly I don't even need to see the box. The block is much more important in this case. If the whole block was on screen, this would be a lot easier, but it's not. But this should be pretty good. If we turn up the opacity again, it somewhat seems to fit as well. Let's go with that and click on OK. And now I'm just gonna cut out the legs real quick. I'll make a selection out of this path with a bit of a feather radius. Copy that over there. This is almost good. Almost. You can still see some green over here, but we can fix that. I'll just try this with an eraser. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it seems to be working quite well. By the way, I click and then shift click again to make like straight lines. Now let's add a drop shadow on the box itself, simply because that was also the case in the original thumbnail. And then we'll make another layer between the box and the feet. Get out our simple brush tool and just create some shadows. And there we have it, a Minecraft thumbnail with the person standing on a cardboard box. I hope that helped. Let me know what other tutorials you want to see in the future.